Hey everybody, welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today we have a little repair job to do on our drink cooler. It's a Thor drink cooler. It's a 2-drawer cooler, and we noticed that when we open the bottom drawer, the light is not coming on. So I'm going to take a look at that today and see if I can figure out what's wrong with it and see if we can get it repaired. So come along with us. Here is the drink cooler that I was talking about, and you can see that when I open the top drawer, we have a light that's on in there, but when we open the bottom drawer, it's all dark. So I need to find out why that light is not coming on and see if I can get it fixed. First thing I want to do is unload the drawer here. I want to see if I can take this drawer out. So I'm going to take all the drinks out and see if we can get the drawer out so we can see back in there and see what controls. There has to be a switch back there somewhere, but I can't see it now because the drawer has this aluminum or stainless steel plate here. So let's get the drawer out and then we'll see what we can see. Now that we have the drawer empty, we can take it out. And I believe what we have to do to take it out, this slides on these tracks. And I believe we have just a little notch here. I'll zoom in a little closer where you can see it. That this little lever you have to push down on each side to release the drawer. So let me get you a closer view and get some light on that, and we'll get that drawer out. So now that we've got the drawer unloaded, we can see this slide here that the drawer is connected to. And to get that out, there's a little lever here that you can press down, and when you do, that releases the drawer. So you can see now it's coming out a little bit further. Let me push it in. So here you see it's locked. When I push that down, it releases it. Now I have to do the same thing on the other side to get the drawer out. So now that we have the drawer out, we can kind of peek back in here and see. And yes, there is indeed a switch back there. Let me see if I can get up a little bit closer. There we go. So this switch is probably bad. Is the reason that the light is not coming on. So here's the light, and if I pull the top drawer open, see that light comes on, and let's take a peek up in there. Okay, yeah, you see there is another switch up there, which if I can reach it, should control the light. Let's see. Yeah, so if I press that switch in up there, this light goes off. So this switch here must be bad. So let's pull that switch out and see if we can get another one. And that's my first guess. What is it? Occam's razor. It says simplest solution. It's probably the correct one. So let's try this, replacing this switch first, and see what that does. So let's get it out of there. Okay, let's see if we can get this switch out. Now, normally the way these things work is they just push into a slot in this metal here, and I would imagine that's how this one is going to be, just from looking at it and seeing this is a thin piece of metal. So what I have is a couple of picks that I can get behind here with. Normally there's a tab that you can push down Yep, there's one. And let's see if there's one on the underneath. There we go. Okay, so we got the bottom out. Well, it looks like when I push one. So fortunately I have two picks. You get one here, one here. Let's see if I can pull that out. The key is to press the tab down while you're pulling. And then you can see it's got a little tab here. And one here too. So there we go. We got our switch out and our two wires there. So let's take a look at the back and see what these are before we disconnect them. So now that we have the switch out, let's see what we've got here. It looks like we've got a couple of posts, and this one looks like it says common, and this one says NO, which is probably stands for normally open. These switches can be normally open or normally closed. That one in the center looks like it says normally closed. So this switch could be used in either position. So let's get these little tabs off, and I want to mark the one that says common. That way, don't know if there's any difference, but let me mark this wire before I take it off so I'll know which one is the common. Okay, so I've got me a piece of tape here, and I'm just going to mark this one that is the common, just so I'll know which one it is to put back on. The common one. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if we can find a replacement switch and see if that solves our problem. I wanted to show you a close-up of the switch here so you can see here. This is normally closed, NC, normally open, and common. So this switch, I can see a little bit of green in here, and typically on electronic parts, if you get some green somewhere, that means you got some corrosion. So I'm not sure. I see a little green on some of these posts. I'm not sure if it got wet somehow or what the deal is, but let's go to our old interweb and see if we can find a replacement switch. This is probably a pretty common switch. Let's see if we can read that. It says good pal P29. So let me see what I can find there. It has the ratings there. 2.5 amp, 250 volt. Yeah, so let's see what we can find. And through the magic of video and the internet and time-lapse, I was able to find another switch on Amazon. And basically, when I looked these up, they are a common refrigerator light switch. So there's multiple ones of these that are out there. This one was about $9 off of Amazon, and you might notice that instead of having 3 prongs, it only has 2. And I looked this up. This switch is, since I was using the normally closed setting, there you go, normally closed, I looked for a switch that was a normally closed switch. So this is a normally closed switch. So all I have to do is hook the common and then that other prong that was a normally closed, and it should work just fine. So just be aware, if you buy one with only 2 prongs, you need to make sure that it matches what you already had. This one was plugged in to normally closed, so that's what I want. If you had a normally open switch, then you just want to make sure that it's a normally open switch. So here we are back down where the inside the refrigerator, and now should be able just to plug these in. It really doesn't matter which way this goes, since this is a normally open switch. So let's try this. Now the light should come on when I plug this in. Let's see. And it does. Let me spin you around here. And up. And the light is on. So now push the switch in. So you can see. So that did it. So it was indeed just the switch. Let me turn this around so you can see actually when I press it in, it goes off and then it comes on. So it was the switch. That was an easy fix. I'll just leave that piece of tape on there. It's not gonna hurt anything. Now I just need to thread this back into the aluminum here. Let's see if I can get that in there. There we go. Ta-da. I don't know if you can see that going on and off. Now I need to put the drawer back in and we should be ready to go. So let's make sure it's working. Yep, we got a light now on the bottom drawer, and we still have our light on our top drawer. So there you go, that fixed it. So I hope that was helpful if you happen to troubleshoot a light that doesn't come on in your refrigerator. I know there's an old joke that says, does your light really turn off when you close the refrigerator? Well, hopefully it does now, and it actually turns on when I open it. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you a whole lot. And go ahead and press that like button if you like these types of videos. Just kind of general repair, troubleshooting and repair videos. That's what I'd like to do on my channel here, because I firmly believe a lot of these things we can do ourselves. We don't have to call a repairman out and spend a lot of money. It just takes a little bit of troubleshooting and searching on the internet and to see what parts we can get to replace it. So go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. And remember to subscribe if you are not a subscriber already, because I post videos like this all the time and would love to have you as a subscriber. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at Thistle Hill Farmstead.